Sawadee. Yeah, I got a new rig, new microphone rig. Because if you've noticed the last few days, well, since I got back from Bangkok, really, the picture is a little bit crispier. New phone. I broke down. I couldn't wait anymore. Charging the old one 3 times a day was just more aggravating than it was worth. So, new phone, new microphone rig until I can get an adapter for the old phone. The Note 20 Ultra, whatever, 5G, 4569 hike. The headphones and the microphone go in through the charging port, the USB-C thing. So that's weird. I don't know why they did away with the headphone jack and the microphone jack, but they did. So this comes with it. It's the earbuds and microphone, so I'm using that until I can get the adapter. April the 6th. Who told you? Yeah, who told you it couldn't be done? And what great achievements has he or she, I'm always keeping it gender neutral, I don't want to end up like Mr. Potato Head, he or she performed that qualified him to set up limitations for you! Exclamation point. Who is this person who thinks they can limit you? Clearly not a friend or mentor or great white Buddha. I don't want to limit you, I want to expand you. Like my waistline. Chinese hot pot last night. Oh, it was so good. The sauce that you dip your pork or shrimp or whatever you're cooking in the hot pot in is made of sesame oil and garlic, and then you could add vinegar or Maggi. Well, you know what I added, fucking Maggi, and it was one of the best things I've ever had in my life. So I'm expanding, and I want you to expand too, not necessarily with pork and hot pot, but expand your mind. That's what we're trying to do here. Okay, so who told you it couldn't be done, and what great achievements has he performed that qualified him to set up limitations for you? Good question. A lot of times people starting out in the business are so hungry for knowledge, they'll seek mentors who aren't really mentors or shouldn't be mentors. And I'm sure you've heard this before, make sure the person you're seeking advice from has done what you want to do, actually done it, and not just says they've done it, but you know through verifiable facts that they've done what you're trying to do. That's just a little helpful hint along the way. You will find as you go through life that those who give advice most freely are precisely okay, I really got to stop fucking riffing because he's covering the same shit I just said. You will find as you go through life that those who give advice most freely are precisely the individuals who are least qualified to do so. Busy, successful people don't have an interest in telling you how to live your life. They are busy living their own. Failures or mediocre people have all the time in the world. That's a good way to look at it. They also delight in seeing you fail and are quick to say, I told you so, when you experience a temporary setback. Okay? If someone tells you what you are attempting to achieve is impossible or not worth the effort, take a close look at them and what they have accomplished with their lives. The chances are good that you will find they haven't done much. Successful people are optimistic people. They have the habit of success because they learned long ago to listen to themselves and not to those who would like to see them fail. All right, yeah, being autonomous, which is a $10 word for self-sufficient or independent, trusting your own judgment, trusting your own counsel. We've talked about that before. And if I ever have taken advice, which I haven't much, I am very self-reliant. I prefer it that way. But when I have picked up nuggets, right, at different seminars and things like that, it was from people who were doing what I was doing at a higher level than I was doing it, right? So, I've told you many times, I was a successful wholesaler, flipper, landlord, Airbnb, all that stuff in Jacksonville. But there are many, many people in Jacksonville, which is not, Miami or Los Angeles or New York City, doing it at a higher level, much bigger numbers than me. The hell? When you get old, shit just appears on your body. It happens. So yeah, those are the people that I try to get around to learn things myself, are people who are doing the same thing I was doing, but at a higher level, more volume, that type of thing. So yeah, what he said. It's not 35 minutes in. It's pretty plain, forward, simple advice. Don't seek advice from people who haven't done what you're trying to do. And once you start doing it, once you did your first flip or your first wholesale deal, only take advice from people who have done more than one wholesale deal, because that's what you want to do, right? You did one, now you want to do a second, third, fourth, 10th. You want to scale up, you want to systemize it, and all those things that you do once you get rolling. Well, go to somebody like Cash Geeks, who are doing it at a high level. They've systemized it. They're doing more than one deal. Hang around those guys, pick their brains, ask them questions. They have a Tuesday night thing. Just look on their website, their Facebook page, and they'll talk about the Tuesday thing. And they give away advice for free. So that's why I kind of slowed down a little bit when Napoleon was saying, like, people who give advice are usually losers who have nothing. Well, that's not true. If you're looking for meetup groups and information from successful people, is out there, because a lot of successful people want to share how they want to give back, basically, and they want to share how they got there. So that's where I disagreed a little bit in that paragraph. He's like, anybody giving advice is a loser who's got time on their hands and they're not doing anything. The Cash Geeks guys are extremely busy making a very good living, but they also teach. They also put this stuff out there. But so they pass my litmus test, not Napoleon's, which is, are they doing it at a high level? Yes, they are. Is that verifiable? Yes, it is. So that's the kind of guys I would get around if I were you and I wanted to get into wholesaling. And then there's a lot of successful flippers. There's a lot of successful landlords going to these meetup groups, Yellowbird Connect, REIF. There's a ton. So just get around successful people like we've been talking about, and listen to the people who have blazed a trail and gone before you and have done what you want to do. That's the people to seek advice from. That's the lesson of today.